everyone.
Welcome to our Tuk-Tuk Road Trip series where we will be bringing you not one but 2 videos per week as we leave our home in the south of Sri Lanka and travel all the way to the north in our tuk-tuk, including doing the Cultural Triangle and beyond.
Jammu, let's go.
Hi, I'm Lucie.
Hello, I'm Lairu.
We are husband and wife living in the south of Sri Lanka. Follow us in this travel series as we venture from the south to the north of Sri Lanka in our tuk-tuk. Stopping at Kurunegala, Dambulla, Sigiriya, Polonnaruwa, Trimcommolly, Anuradhapura, Kalpitiya, Mannar and all the way up to Jaffna. We'll be exploring popular must-see places but also taking many trips on the road less travelled to find mesmerising places rich in history. So jump in and join us for this adventure.
This is insane. Only in Sri Lanka.
Looks like we'll be sleeping in the tuk-tuk tonight then.
I feel like I need a seatbelt in this tuk-tuk.
This is really not our day. This is not going to plan at all. Morning everyone. Today we are going to be driving over 200 kilometers all the way from our home here in the south of Sri Lanka up to Kurunegala in our tuk-tuk.
Let's go.
So we're all packed up, we've said goodbye to our dogs, which was really sad, but we know they're in safe hands with our good friend Asantha. It's time to go, and we're on time. Woo-hoo! Let's go, yahoo! You ready, Ruth?
Let's go.
And we're off. Oh, bye guys. Bye baby. We're not going to see our street dogs for 2 weeks. So we've set off at 9 o'clock. Let's see what time we get to Kurunegala. Google Maps says it will take 6 hours, but that's non-stop driving, and obviously we're going to be stopping a lot along the way because we need to get coffee breaks and stretch our legs. First stop is the petrol. The petrol. Whee! Oh, you're walking in the middle of the Thank you, Vamos Tutti. Aw, they're nice people here. Okay, it's so hot and it is 9:30. My weather app says it's 28 degrees. It's hot. Petrol have. Let's go. They were really nice people in there, I like them. Bus drivers in Sri Lanka, but for the last couple of days we've noticed that they're really slow and they're driving very sensibly and responsibly, which is amazing. I wonder if there's new regulations that are put in place. Like, it really makes a difference driving around and having bus drivers that don't want to kill you. I like it. From Gaul we're going up to Bentota. So that would be interesting. That would be like our stop-off point where we can get out, stretch our legs and do a bit of sightseeing there before heading on upwards. And we just stopped at a fruit shop to get some rambutan. Woohoo! hasn't been as simple as hopping in our tuk-tuk and driving. Oh no. Our tuk-tuk has given us our fair share of issues pretty much from the moment we bought it. Our tuk-tuk is literally on fire. And that's something else we need to get sorted before our little road trip. Great. The list is getting longer and longer for this tuk-tuk repair. Story of our life. Come on everyone, let's do this again. This is like a regular occurrence. Yes. Just like the time when it tipped upside down because the brakes failed.
So last night our tuk-tuk completely stopped working, like it wouldn't switch on and it was going like popping and it was really scary. So we got the mechanic to fix it, and then as we were driving home it stopped working again, but we kind of got it working, and then this morning we've started driving to work and again it stopped working. So we're finding ourselves in this beautiful location, like not a bad place to break down at all really. I just feel like having a tuk-tuk is just constant problems. I thought our bike was bad and that's why we chose to sell the bike and get the tuk-tuk, because I thought the tuk-tuk would be more reliable, but turns out it's not the case.
So we recently got it into the garage and got the engine fixed, along with many other ailments.
Yesterday, the engine of our tuk-tuk finally got fixed. It has been very, very broken and has caused us many, many problems. And so now, this is the first time I'm going to turn it on and see how it sounds, because last night I actually came home on my own and the guys were out sorting out our tuk-tuk and bringing it home for us. So here we go. You can't even hear it? Wow. Oh my god, that sounds so different. It's like a new tuk-tuk.
And yesterday we took her back into the garage for a full service, oil change and cleanup. What is that? Our little tuk-tuk is an all-rounder really, serving many purposes, like helping to feed our local street dogs. It works as a great sleeping spot for our dearest old lady Puffin, and Rosie often takes it for a spin. Plus, apparently it's also a great place to lay your eggs.
Why is this?
Something's not right. So we're around 40 minutes away from Bentota. And the tuk-tuk just stopped working. Of course. So far we've only driven 50 kilometers and our tuk-tuk has just decided to stop working. So we're currently in the middle of nowhere. There's no garages around. We're just somewhere random on this main road. There's a lime juice shop right next to us though, and a nice beach. Anytime that we break down or have any problems with our tuk-tuk, there's always people that come to try and help, and even if they're not mechanics, they just come over to try and help fix the problem. I don't think this problem is easily fixable. Now a second?
Yeah.
We did this before, remember? And it was like the fuse or something. It's all part of the journey, Roo. We've got to laugh, otherwise we'll cry. So what's the plan?
Some people looking at tuk-tuk.
So we're just going to keep pushing it until we find someone. At least there's no hills around this area, so that's good. Alright, well at this point we're somewhere near Ambalangoda, and we've pushed it for about 5-10 minutes, and we've just come across some more people that want to come and help us, but it's still not working, so don't know what we're going to do. What to do? Keep pushing?
No, this tuk-tuk guy.
There's someone coming?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Oh sudah.
Mudah kan di ledo naga bang me kia bang mana ni hotel terus makai ngatu bar bang mau kia ay bagi bang hari.
Who would have thought we'd be doing this today? Driving through Ambalangoda with a tuk-tuk, pushing our tuk-tuk, with the driver using his leg to do so. Welcome to Ambalangoda, right? This is insane. Only in Sri Lanka. Alright, so we've been pushed to a garage, but I don't think it's open or there's no one there. So we're just asking some people and fingers crossed. What's the plan, Roo?
Tuk-tuk trip ya.
Hopefully. Well, at this rate, I don't think we're going to make it to Kurunegala before it gets dark. We were hoping to get there before sunset, but don't think that's going to happen now. Thank you! Thank you guys, bye. Well, our lovely friends that we just met have left us. Don't know who they are, didn't even ask their names. But if you're somehow watching this video, then thank you so much. Like, you guys didn't have to help us and you did, and that's what's so incredible. Like, I just love when we're meeting the most loveliest people when we break down. So that's one positive of breaking down so much. What was really annoying us at this stage is that we had just spent a lot of time and money getting our tuk-tuk fit for travel, and it had already broken down on day one. A huge appreciation for my husband here. He is a true hero. Yeah? Looks like we'll be sleeping in the tuk-tuk tonight then. What a nightmare. And there was me thinking this morning that we'd be able to get to Kurunegala with no problems at all. Oh, who was I kidding? What? Hi buddy. You are ginormous. Right, so our garage guy has just got back and we've just changed the plug. We are hoping this is going to work. Fingers crossed, because I really don't want to be stuck here for any more hours. Off they go. That sounds good. Yes! This floor is really hot. Yes, tuk-tuk! Yeah! All of us are using the internet, whether it's on our phones, laptops or tablets, and many of us are using it with public Wi-Fi, which is why we all need to stay protected whilst we're using the internet. So let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark. Surfshark is an app and browser extension which allows you to change your IP address to unlock content which otherwise we wouldn't have access to, but to also keep us safe whilst using the internet. A VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network, encrypts your online data, adding an extra layer of protection, keeping you safe online. Whether you're sending and receiving files, using online shopping, or accessing your online banking, by helping to keep your passwords and personal information safe away from hackers. We're going to be heading off on our tuk-tuk road trip, leaving from the south of Sri Lanka all the way to the north of Sri Lanka, and we're going to be using public Wi-Fi's along the way so we can continue working on the road. So to keep us secure online, all we have to do is switch on our VPN, choose any of the locations, and we'll be protected. I've been using Surfshark for over 5 years now, so can highly recommend. And with just one click, you can virtually travel the world, and by changing your virtual location, you get access to many more different content libraries across the globe. When I'm all watched out of the Sri Lankan Netflix, I just click on my Surfshark app and choose location like UK or the US, and I can get access to the UK Netflix or the US Netflix, and I can also get access to Channel 4 and watch The Great British Bake Off. So if you don't already have a VPN, we highly recommend Surfshark. Plus, you can use it on unlimited devices just with one account. And if you use the link in our description box below, you'll get 83% off and 3 months for free. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's really no risk in trying it out. Thanks again to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video.
Okay, thanks. Oh, I was gonna go the other way. Okay. Oh, I feel like this is our home now. We've spent so much time here. Ah, yes, that's so crazy how that just happened to our tuk-tuk. Like, we drove that whole way and then suddenly it was like, nah, I'm not going anymore. So we need to find you food, the tuk-tuk petrol, and me coffee. Yeah, so we're back in our Malangoda centre again now. Oh, wow, what a journey so far. Woo! Wow, our Malangoda is busy, huh? Everyone's so lovely here, aren't they? It's so different. Hello! It's so different to Ahangama. I can't hear what they're saying. I think they're our subscribers. From Italy? Ah! Ah! Nice to meet you! Ah! Thank you! Bye! We're on the road again! Patakat! Goslabu! Persevere with our plans for today despite us breaking down, and so we were like, okay, let's go for coffee. We had a nice coffee, and then I wanted to go to the temple in Bentota that's really famous, and it has a really tall statue of a Buddha, meant to be the tallest in Sri Lanka. However, it's full of scaffolding and it's raining, so I thought, you know what, let's just leave that for another time. Today is turning out to really not be our day. So we're going to go and try and find some food because we've not had anything to eat except those ramutans today. See if we can find some food. See if we can find some nice food and then keep going on the 4-hour journey to Kurunegala. 4 hours left. Ayo. My Sri Lankan driving license for quite a few months now, and I still have yet to be pulled over by the police so they can check my driving license. So I'm getting to the stage of actually stopping and asking them, can you please ask me to see my driving license, because I went through so much time, money, anxiety attacks to get my implement driving license.
So today we're heading into Gaul because I want to try and get myself sorted with a driving license so I can legally drive on the roads in Sri Lanka. So it's 85,000 for the driving license. That's the total cost. I don't know if it's different for foreigners, from Sri Lankans, but today I'm doing my medical, and then next week I have to go to Colombo to do the exam. Okay, now we're off to do my medical exam. So I just had to pay an additional 5,000 rupees for my medical exam, and we're here at this medical centre in Gaul, and the people are so unprofessional. They do not speak at all. They don't tell me that they're going to stick a needle into my finger. So yeah, now I don't know what we're doing, but we're on the second floor. Sorry?
This morning we are heading to Colombo because I need to do my driving exam. I kind of wish we'd never started the process because it's just a bit of a drag and everything's really annoying, and it's actually costing more than what we originally thought it would do. But hey ho, let's go. This is like the road of driving schools. That was very stressful. Good morning. Today we are in Colombo because I've come up here to do my driving test. Now I hope this is going to be the final thing I have to do in order to get a Sri Lankan driving license. So yeah, this morning we're heading to the Department of Motor place, and I'm going to be doing a test on the scooter, the tuk-tuk, three-wheeler and a car. So wish me luck.
There's something so nice about watching the train come through and all the happy smiley faces smiling out the windows. You look like a dude sat there. Yeah? Right, remember you need to be directing me. Some people literally just don't care for their life when they're driving. They don't care if they're going to kill themselves or kill other people by overtaking craziness. I feel like I need a seatbelt in this tuk-tuk. See what I mean? What was I saying earlier about the slow bus drivers? I take it back. I'm glad I had that coffee and I think... Are you remembering to look at the directions? We're not going up to Colombo. Yeah, there is. 3 hours, 26 minutes left to go. Also guys, I just want to say, if you enjoy our content, you like our videos, then please consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to us if you did, because we know that under 50% of you are watching our videos but you're not yet subscribed, so it would really help us out. And yeah, if you could share it with your family and friends as well, just to give our channel a bit of a boost, give this series a boost in the YouTube algorithm, that would be awesome. I feel like we keep driving on and on and on. The sun has just set and I've just checked Google Maps. We still have an hour and 40 minutes to go. So Google Maps definitely lied to us about the time that it takes to get there, and obviously we have to take into consideration the traffic, and yeah, so it's going to be a lot more driving yet. So we've just stopped over on the side of the road to pick up some snacks because we are super hungry and we still got a while to go to find some dinner.
Hi guys, really quickly, I just want to tell you about this beautiful puppy here. Her name is Betty, and she's been living with Lahira and I at our house in foster because this kind family found her near Tiyala, just in the car park. She was very skinny, weak, and had no hair, and they decided to adopt her back to England. But of course, it takes quite a while to do the whole process, so they reached out to us to see if we could foster her here. And of course, we'd love to be a part of journeys like Betty's. So she's now ready to go to her new home in England. So hopefully next month it's all going to come together and she's going to be able to take that flight back to her new home. And the family are currently fundraising for her transit and all the other costs that have been involved. So if you can spare and if you'd like to support her journey, then I'll leave the link in the description box below. You can see all the details there, and Molly's also made a really lovely video about her journey too, so definitely go check that out. Thanks for listening. Okay, so I finally got my wish. I've been pulled over by some police officers. I've done nothing wrong, I've shown my license, yet they're refusing to talk to me, they're refusing to listen to me. He said I shouldn't have been overtaking, but the road signs and the lines on the road doesn't state that I can't overtake. So he's now taken my driving license, he's talking to Lahira, he refuses to talk to me. So my experience of showing a police officer my license isn't what I expected. And we're only like 40 minutes away from our destination. And yet you have buses going at that speed and the police don't even tell them to slow down. What is going on? Like honestly, what is going on? In what place does a police officer flag someone down and not speak to the driver? Corruption, that's what this is. This is really not our day. This is not going to plan at all. What a day. Absolutely exhausted, but so happy that we've reached our destination. We're in our really lovely Airbnb, and all the negativity that I was thinking that I've gathered throughout the day has all just gone away. I was going to talk at the end of here, at the end of our journey today, and just be like blah, 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 blah. Had so much negative things to say because the day just didn't go our plan at all, but now we're here. I don't care. We've reached our destination. We're in the most beautiful place, which we're going to show you at some point soon. And yeah, we're just going to relax. It's gone 10 o'clock. I don't even know what the time is actually. Let me have a look. It's nearly 10 o'clock. We're going to relax and go for a dip in the pool. I can't believe this is my life right now. Join us in the next episode where we explore Kurunegala and take a trip to the incredible Yapahua. Don't miss it.